Hello and welcome to Backchat. We have got a show that is bursting at the seams tonight. Joining us this week, a man who's cleverer than Stephen Hawking, Carol Vorderman and all the eggheads rolled up into one. It's the star of Pointless, Richard Osman. And joining him is the supergroup that is a hybrid of former boy bands McFly and Busted. McBusted. And as ever, I'm joined by my sexy sidekick, the Deck to my Ant, the Clegg to my Cameron, the Mary Berry to my Paul Hollywood, a man who makes Jeremy Clarkson look like Shami Chakrabarti. It's my father, Michael Whitehall. Father, are you excited about this evening's guests?
No, not especially.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to have McBusted on the show. They're like a dream band for me because it's a collaboration of my two favourite musical acts of my childhood, McFly and Busted. For my father, it would be like a collaboration between Vera Lynn and the man who played the bugle at the Battle of the Somme. McFly and Busted got together in 2013 despite a late surge in votes from the Better Apart campaign. The only man who didn't join the group was the man that destroyed the whole dream in the first place. The guy who busted. Homewrecker Charlie Bloody Simpson. No, that's unfair. Charlie is still in the music industry. He's actually just wrapping up a new album now, popping it in a bag and then saying, "Next customer, please." No, there's no oohs to be had, madam. These are all deserved jokes because that bastard ruined the busted dream. Sorry, it's just that the whole Busted breakup is still a little bit raw for me.
So Simpson, did you say it was called?
Yes.
This boy?
Simpson, Charlie Simpson.
Any relation of Wallace Simpson? Wallace Simpson broke up a marriage and then broke up a country, almost. I mean, you know, she
yeah, in
was
many ways, he is a modern-day Wallace Simpson.
Yeah.
Also on the show tonight, we have one of the smartest men on TV, Richard Osman. On the quiz show Pointless, Richard is the sidekick, but unlike some sidekicks, he's capable of keeping his vile, casually racist views to himself.
I'm not your sidekick.
Oh, but casually racist, fine. No. Just don't call me your sidekick. No. So have you seen Pointless? Have you watched much Pointless?
No, I don't. Tell me about it.
It's great. It's a quiz show. Have we got Pointless fans in? Give me a cheer. We've got Pointless fans in. OK, on Pointless, Richard chips in with interesting information during the show, like little tidbits and facts and stuff. So I've given you my laptop there on your desk, and I thought it would be nice during the interview that at appropriate moments you sort of chime in with interesting facts, like Richard does.
But I don't know how to work a laptop.
You'll get the gist. It's very easy. Anyone can work a laptop.
It's very sticky.
It's not. You made that up. It's not sticky.
It is. It's horrible.
It's not. I must have spilt a drink on it or something.
With it?
Shut up! I did! I like having a fizzy drink when I work, and I must have spilt some Diet Coke on it.
So you want me to sit with it like this now,
Yes, like Richard Osman does on Pointless, and then he sort of types away, and then at appropriate moments he chips in with interesting tidbits.
All right, fine.
So prepare for some tidbits. OK?
Yeah.
Don't look so disgusted by it.
It's also had a slight aroma coming from it, too.
Time to bring out some guests. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome McBusted and Richard Osman? Welcome to the show. What a wonderful couch of people. Now, what is so exciting to me about this collection of people is that you're all fans of each other.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Which
yes. Why not?
Is not surprising. Richard, Jack. You are a massive McBusted...
Yeah, go on. Oh, I wonder where that was going.
you're part of the fandom.
I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of McBusted. I was a huge fan of Busted, huge fan of McFly. OK, so the year 3000, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. When are we there? When's that written?
That is in 2000.
2001.
So 2001. So you've got 1,999 years, and you're talking about his great-great-great-granddaughter. I don't think so. I do not think so. Like, to the power of 10.
Yeah, but this generation's going to live till 120-ish. And there's no telling, you know, what the next generation's going to live to and the generation...
That is a fantastic answer,
Very good
James.
answer.
That's a fantastic answer. You're not the only fan, though. We have another unexpected McBusted fan. Father saw you guys at Royal Variety and was completely smitten.
Really? Smitten wasn't quite the word, but I really enjoyed your show. I mean, you were much better than Shirley Bassey.
That's a compliment.
Although a lot of people like Shirley Bassey. I know she's a bit old for me, Shirley Bassey.
The exact quote from my father about your performance was that he really enjoyed the performance by the band with the 5 chaps and the pretty girl on the end. That is 100% true.
I'll take that. I don't mind.
It's just purely because you were so far away that I thought you were a girl.
It wasn't girl, it was the fact that it was a pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
I think that's the bit that I picked up on.
Yeah, with the hair and everything. You just... Anyway,
I'm genuinely kind of stoked about it.
Yeah.
McBusted, you have had an amazing year. Has it taken you by surprise just how big it's all taken off?
Yeah, it was going to be 11 shows, first of all. And then, and it turned into... We kind of created a monster. And it was like a joke that we took too far, way
now the
too
joke's
far.
gone too far and no one can do anything about
We
it.
can't go back now.
You are now recording new stuff as well.
Yeah, it's finished.
It's all done?
Album's out, yeah.
Album's out.
You've got it, right?
Yes, I do! This is it, yeah. Have you bought the album?
Yes, just say yes.
Would you like the album?
I'd love the album.
As a gift from me to you.
Yeah. So that means he doesn't want it.
You
no?
just got it. You just got it. You're giving it
Because
away.
he's such a big fan! No, I can get another one.
Oh, I'm very
I'll
chuffed
go
with
into
that.
HMV and buy it off Charlie. Oh, actually, we can have a peek, if you would like to see, of one of McBusted's tracks.
Yes, please.
Here it is.
Close my eyes and see the cloud, but my fingers don't make any sound. My air guitar, I keep it with me night and day. You won't believe the way that I can play my air guitar.
We didn't really try and get One Direction.
Are you going to do a video where you rock out the school uniforms?
I don't know. I still have that school uniform.
Do you?
I thought about wearing it at Hyde Park, but it was a bit snug.
Bit snug.
It was a bit snug.
But you
the
have
jacket.
kept it.
I have kept it, yeah. You've got yours, James, right?
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah.
James is laughing like he wears it regularly. I think this would be a wonderful moment for you to chime in with an interesting fact.
But you know, seriously, I don't know how to work.
Well, just do it.
When you say do it, do what? What do
It's
I...
very easy. Oh, steady, Dougie.
You've
Don't
got
get
a
him
lady from my
excited.
Yours internet history.
Dougie, give Michael the laptop. Dougie, give him up.
Where's internet history?
You're cheating. Don't go on internet history. What are you doing? You bastard! No! Clear history! Come on! I was looking at those for research! Don't go on the internet history!
You don't just shut it down.
No!
Wait,
No!
stop him.
Don't get still!
All my plans to take this show up market, BBC Two, you on it, it's all fallen apart. You've let me down again.
You two!
Andy Murray, quick one.
Stop you! I preferred you when you were a nice, quiet, sweet little girl. Right. You.
Right.
You just read out my internet history to the world. Richard, you've done 700 shows.
800.
800 shows?
Yeah. That's all right, it's just a typo, that's all right.
And you film 3 shows a day?
4 shows a day.
Maybe I should have done more research instead of looking up pictures of Andy Murray. It was a bit of an accident, wasn't it?
It kind of was. I mean, I'm a producer, so I've done Deal or No Deal and £1 Million Drop, all sorts of things for years and years. And we pitched Pointless to the BBC, and I played the role of the co-host, because you always do, producers always play the roles when you show it. And they said at the end, God, it'd be nice to have someone a bit like Richard doing that job.
Yeah.
And they said to one of the producers, well, Richard is a bit like Richard. And I am. they said, would he do it? And I thought, yeah, why not? And, you know, 5 years later, you're Bob Holness. And you think, oh, how has this happened?
It wasn't actually that far away from our show in so much as, you know, I mean, your friend Alexander Armstrong, who is not a great friend of mine, but I do know him because he's a great friend of Nigel Havers's daughter's husband. His career was all right, but then they brought you in and you kind of lifted the whole thing.
Yeah, I did say
Jack's, OK, Jack's career's doing OK, but, you know, it sometimes works with a show if you bring somebody in who's not necessarily a household name at the time.
Yeah, but you weren't reluctant.
Quietly. What?
You weren't reluctant. You leapt on it as soon as there was an opportunity to get in that chair. You were, like, all over it. Richard, one of the interesting things about Pointless is it's been sold all around the world.
It has.
We're going to have a little look at some foreign versions of Richard Osman. This, first up, we have the German version of Richard, Ralph Kaspers. That's Ralph.
A handsome man.
On the German version of Pointless, titled Zero Wins.
Well, it's not titled that, that's the English version of it, isn't it? It's called Null gewinnt, you can see it there.
Null gewinnt.
They haven't called it Zero Wins, because they're in Germany.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, that's
What's
very
this guy?
apparent.
Null gewinnt, as
I
Danny
knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Null gewinnt,
Yeah.
which in English translates as Zero Wins.
Oh, well done.
Named after their World War record, presumably.
No. In Croatia, they've gone for the rather more literal title of, and I'm not going to do it in Croatian.
Hello.
That's the Croatian version of you. Krezimir Suveic Midral.
If me and Dougie had a child...
I'd see his internet history.
The literal translation of the Croatian version is no one had thought of it. And finally, here's Italy's answer to Richard Osman. She stars on Italy's version, which is called Humpty Bumpty Bunga Bunga Sex Party, weekdays at 5. Now, each week on the show, my father and I have gone somewhere in an attempt to do some bonding. Now, I read about a government initiative being embraced by B&Q called the Senior Citizens Workforce. It involves DIY, customer service and fluorescent orange aprons. It has my father's name written all over it. Strap in, tell your family you love them, and prepare for a car crash. Father, have you kept in touch with Fred?
Nothing in common, really.
No?
And also, he was covered in tattoos. I can't...
Careful.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I mean, it's nothing to do with that. It just, you know...
What's wrong with tattoos?
Well, you know, certain people would never have tattoos. I mean, somebody like, say, Winston Churchill, he was my great hero. I mean, he wouldn't have dreamt of having a tattoo.
He did have a tattoo, Churchill.
Did he?
What?
Churchill?
Yeah.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
He did, Churchill.
What was it?
You look it up. Look it up on your laptop. He had an anchor on his forearm, left forearm.
Well, like the man at B&Q, he had the same thing. Yeah.
Hold on a minute. What was his name again?
Well, I've changed my mind then. I like tattoos.
He also had, up this time, he had McBusted Forever.
Talk to me about tattoo roulette. This game you play.
Yeah.
Is that real?
It's amazing. Do you want to play? So basically, you all put if however many people are playing, if 6 people are playing, you put 6 pieces of paper in a hat. Say this hat.
Oh my God!
Right. Oh, I think so.
That was a moment.
So we put them.
Look at that guy.
You can't just whip off a hat with that on your head and expect no one to, like...
Perfectly reasonable hair. I don't know what you're talking about. I dropped my daughter off at school
Churchill
today.
had
with
that.
this. Right, so you put 6 pieces of paper in a hat, right? And 2 of them, 4 say no, and 2 of them say, oh, shit. And the 2 people that get the oh, shit, so you'll pick one out, do paper, scissors, stone in the tattoo shop for who gets the tattoo. And the tattoo is chosen by the 4 remaining players.
You choose where you want to get it done.
You choose where, you choose where,
decide what it's
where they
gonna
want
be.
it, but everyone else chooses what it's going to be.
But I quite fancy getting a tattoo.
Have you not got any
No, I've not
ink?
got one. I've always wanted one. I said to my daughter, who's 16, I said, yeah, I actually quite fancy getting a tattoo. And she looked at me, she said, OK. She said, just so you know, if you get a tattoo, I will take heroin.
That is the best response ever.
Anyway, let me show you my...
I think we should all play tattoo roulette.
It's
Is it
getting
forced
ridiculous
to
the
have a
amount of times
tattoo?
we've played, though. This will be the 5th time 6th time we've played.
Sounds like somebody's a chicken.
Dude. Yeah, you're going to be playing as well, Daddy.
No way.
No, but it doesn't work if we're not all playing.
Yeah, it's got to be all in or...
All in.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
There's 6 of McBusted, 1 of Richard, 1 of me, and you. So statistically, that's like a 1 in...
8.
1 in 8.
Yeah, and you can go first, so there's no chance you're going to win.
Yeah. Oh, let's do it. Daddy, come on.
OK.
Peer pressure, it's fine. We don't need a hat. I've already got a roulette wheel ready to go. So these are the options for tattoo.
This is the options for tattoo?
Yeah, these are the options for tattoo.
Oh, my God, so you've planned this the whole time?
You've all agreed. We've got it on camera. Promise Till I Die, Thug Life, MILF Hunter. I Love Dougie, Daddy. Britain for the British. Shagger #1. And a picture of Neville Chamberlain.
Oh, my God.
So should we find out which tattoo we're going to get?
Yeah.
You're going to lose.
Thug Life. Thug Life
it's
tattoo.
horrible.
Similar to the tattoo that Tupac had across his chest.
Oh, my God.
Best out of 3.
No, Thug Life
That's
it
it,
is.
that's it, that's the one.
Thug Life it
Could
is.
get worse.
So now it's time to find out who's going to be getting the tattoo in our deadly game of tattoo roulette. So, 1 in 8 chance for Daddy, it's fine. OK. No, that's very much fun.
No, it wasn't. It was on you. Definitely.
So after the show, Daddy, you're going to get Thug Life tattooed. Yeah?
Didn't go on me.
You
It went
did?
on
No,
Jay.
I'm sorry. It landed on you and you agreed to play the game, so you're getting a Thug Life tattoo.
I thought it landed on you, Jack.
Yeah, I did too.
Spin it again.
Hands up those who think it landed on Jack.
Big spin.
I think it landed on Jack.
I'm not going to
Sorry,
get...
It was
Jack.
on green.
No, I'm not
Sorry,
getting the
Jack.
same tattoo twice. One more spin. Where's the lady from the props department? This is rubbish.
She's outside with a needle, Jack. I just saw her.
Richard, you're
Yeah.
not just a very smart man, you're also very good at throwing things. You recently took part in darts for comic relief.
Let's play darts for comic relief, yeah.
How was that as an
It was
experience?
amazing.
Really?
It was the most fun I've ever had, I think. It was lots of comics and me. There's so Bob Mortimer, Lee Mack, Lisa Tarbuck, Rasheen Connerty, me and we all teamed up with professional darts players.
Yeah.
It's like Bobby George and Andy, the Viking Fordham, and played a tournament down at Frimley Green, which is where they hold the World Championship, in front of like a proper darts crowd and all that kind of stuff.
Amazing.
It's absolutely brilliant. I've never, ever been so hammered on a TV show in my life. They really...
for comic relief.
Let's play darts for comic relief, yeah.
How... Where's the lady from the props department? This is rubbish.
She's outside with a needle, Jack. I just saw her.
Richard, you're
Yeah.
not just a very smart man, you're also very good at throwing things. You recently took part in darts for comic relief.
Let's play darts for comic relief, yeah.
How was that as an
It was
experience?
amazing.
Really?
It was the most fun I've ever had, I think. It was lots of comics and me. There's so Bob Mortimer, Lee Mack, Lisa Tarbuck, Rasheen Connerty, me and we all teamed up with professional darts players.
Yeah.
It's like Bobby George and Andy, the Viking Fordham, and played a tournament down at Frimley Green, which is where they hold the World Championship, in front of like a proper darts crowd and all that kind of stuff.
Amazing.
It's absolutely brilliant. I've never, ever been so hammered on a TV show in my life. They really drink.
Really?
It's extraordinary. One of the guys drank 14 pints before his game.
14 pints?
Yeah.
What, and he could stand up?
Oh, they're amazing. He was chucking in 180s and all sorts of things.
That's unbelievable.
I was talking to Martin Wolfie Adams, who's a world champion.
Yeah.
And I said to Wolfie, how much do you drink? He said, oh, I don't know exactly how much I drink before a game. He said, he was with his wife. He goes, I had a blood test from the doctor the other day. He said, it come back. He said, alcohol intake substantial.
McBusted, as a band, how do you bond? Two separate parties, you come together. How do you keep as a close-knit, tight community?
Just playing all the old songs and just having a lot of fun.
A few drinks, just hang out
Yeah.
with each other, with the lads.
Dougie describes that as the worst day of his life, don't he? It's horrible.
Really?
I felt violated.
You look like you've got yourself caught in that drawer. Now, Richard, have you invited Busted in? I'm probing, because there's somewhere I'm heading
Something
with
you
this.
know, isn't there?
I've heard about these communal showers.
I'd just like to say, this is Harry's thing.
Jack,
Right,
you know, right?
He says it's a he says it's a posh school thing.
A posh school thing?
A posh school thing.
Communal
Like, they
showers?
all did it in...
We had... Yeah, right?
Which public school were you at?
Oh, God.
The father you wanted to know.
What school?
He kept
What
asking
school
me.
were you at?
I was at Uppingham.
Oh, Uppingham.
But it wasn't at that school. That wasn't my prep school.
No.
By the time I was at
Uppingham.
Uppingham, they got rid of the whole communal shower thing. Like, it was partitioned.
Well, in my day, Uppingham was a school where you certainly never turned your back on an Uppingham. I mean, that's what they used to say.
But you do actually have communal showers after a gig?
Well, yeah, because
Whenever it's available, sometimes forcefully.
Don't deny it wasn't fun, guys. Come on.
Richard, do you and Alexander
weird.
Armstrong do this on Pointless?
Well, we do, yeah, but I didn't know anyone else did it. But it is very, it's very bonding. You should, we should always take a shower with your co-host.
I was actually about to say that you guys are talking about this as though it's some kind of new thing. When I was a boy at prep school, we used to have communal, that's the way I pronounce it. Yeah,
So did I,
communal showers. And you looked at your, people that you were at school with just to see, how they were developing down there. And, it gave you a bit of confidence. But at the end, it was always Mr. McIntyre, the geography teacher, always had the biggest one. She was a bloody good geography teacher.
More jolly anecdotes from my father's childhood in a Catholic boarding school on next week. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this week. A massive thank you to our guests, Richard Osman and McBusted. Good night.